Hey, how are you doing? I haven't done a little video to go up here in a while, and it's a bit windy today, but I feel like it's a wind blowing away the remnants of an energy that we've lived in. And I'm feeling really inspired because I have just come from an amazing interview with a lady that I've known for a really long time called Grace, and she is Grace. She's beautiful. And we did an interview about Utopia, which if you want to go and check out my Utopia interviews, go and look for the Utopia playlist on the channel. And it got me to thinking, because lots of things have been changing and happening in my life over the last couple of years. And I'm just going to wipe that over there a little bit. That's a bit better. That's a bit clearer, isn't it? And one of the things that I've really realized is that happiness is about now. It's about where you are in this moment now. I spent years projecting happiness into the future and not realizing that utopia is a state of being now. And that's why utopia is a state of being now. And, you know, I spent a lot of my life in limbo, because I was waiting for that moment, waiting for that something that then I could be happy. And actually then I did a lot of falling forward, and the universe had me walk a really interesting path. And in walking that interesting path, I realized that it's about the happiness right now, and that it's about being connected, clear and connected in this moment now. It's about enjoying life now. What are you waiting for? Are you in that place where you really want to be enjoying life, but you're absolutely not enjoying life because you're not present in the now? Are you living in your head? Because there's this whole other big bit below there, and maybe that's what you've not connected with. And when we think about life, then it's about really knowing what you're here for and why you're here and what you're playing out. And maybe you don't know that, and again, maybe that's something I can help you with, because 3 years ago I was introduced to what is now an amazing business partner of mine, and introduced to some amazing systems that totally got me out of my head, because I spent too much time being conditioned that everything was in my head, and absolutely it wasn't the place where I needed to focus. There's, as I say, this whole big bit below the head where there's a lot you can change by not focusing here and going further down. So I implore you today that if your life is not working the way that you want it to, and you really want to change things up, and you really want to embody happiness in this moment now, then do something about it. Contact me, contact another coach, contact somebody that's going to be able to help you. Because one of the most powerful things that I've realized over the years is that the way I've got to where I've got to today is by having somebody to support me, having somebody to hold me, having somebody to work with, that I can bounce my ideas off, that I can bounce my crazy stories off, that I was telling myself that about why this wouldn't work and why that wouldn't work. It was about having somebody that understood me to get me to where I am today. And now I'm living my utopia, because now I'm living my life just the way I want it to be. Are there still areas for improvement? Absolutely. But isn't that what evolving is all about? Somebody shared with me a term a few weeks ago called a Loveoloution. And I'm totally on board with this guy creating a Loveoloution. Neil is a genius in wanting to create a Loveoloution. So do you want to create a Loveoloution in your life? Do you want to get out of that Groundhog Day that you're stuck in? Do you want to get out of that bind that is just not working for you? If so, shall we? Shall we talk about that? Because my skill, my absolute beautiful intuitive ability is to read a situation and know how to guide you through it, how you create a vivid vision of your future and what you are living continually and to live your life by this vivid vision. So if that's for you, let's talk, and don't delay. Because, you know, a few months ago somebody told me that they didn't know who they were, and they still are stuck in that place. But who knows what's going to happen next? And I suppose the question is how long are you going to stay stuck in the place that you're stuck in before you take some action? We'll see, hey? But I'd love to support you. I've got some spaces open at the moment for coaching, and if one of them is for you, then let's take some great big massive action today, because why wait until tomorrow when you could get started now? Catch you soon.